Welcome everybody to another Boldcast reaction. I'm Carson.
I'm Lindsay.
This is Gleipnir episode 7. Last episode, a lot of fan service, a lot of sexual treachery as I like to call it, and Shuichi cheated on Claire. Claire almost cheated on Shuichi, but didn't quite go there. We're gonna see what happened. Fucking telescope lad was jerking off in the bushes, although they didn't show that in the anime according to our comments. Apparently he was actually masturbating, not just being angry and going... Instead, there's a different context going on here. There's a subtext. It's very subtle, and you have to really pay attention to see it with the show. But we're gonna get right into the show to get another look at this genius writing. So yeah, let's get right into this. Gleipnir episode 7. Do you have any thoughts before we start? All right, let's go.
Sexual treacheries, I like to call you. Never called it that before. Oh yeah, that crazy hair thing. Actual important part of that episode that you completely forgot. She literally almost murdered Shuichi for no reason.
She was just passionate, okay? She's passionate about him. Subaru? Yeah, I was right.
It's got creepy powers like Elena. No!
You've known me for 20 minutes, lady. You have no idea what I'm capable of. Oh no. This doesn't strike me as a very good plan.
Yes, because it worked out so good last time he fought Elena.
You didn't hear anything else about that conversation? She's pissed off. You can see it.
Oh. Oh shit.
Oh. So it's him. Oh shit.
Ah. What the
Okay.
Clary?
What's this guy's fucking power? He has incredible posture. You see how his back was like... Didn't seem too pissed off about what happened with that girl, but maybe she's just holding it in.
Yeah.
What? Jesus.
Oh.
So is the other girl actually fucking dead? Holy shit. Is he like consuming her body to like... What the fuck?
Or is that her
I don't know.
real form?
I don't think so. I think they've like fused somehow. She seems very protective of Subaru.
Mm-hmm.
Metamorphosis. That's the name of the episode. What does this mean? She looks like something out of Tokyo Ghoul.
Yeah, she does actually.
He knows about Metamorphosis. Jesus. Rarer. Are they literally his father and mother that he like fused with?
I'm thinking that
That's
he
possible.
might
It
have
seems
wanted
like it's
them to
possible.
protect him. That might have been his
true.
wish.
True.
And maybe they were like dead or something.
I think that makes a lot of sense. That's why he has like kind of a motherly bond with
And she was like,
Elena.
yeah. She was like, I'll take care of you. And then she like...
Yeah. I think that's a good guess. Oh shit. They're not strong enough. Who am I? Oh, it's both. It's a new being. It's like with when fucking Piccolo and Kami fused. Except not, because this seems a little bit more substantial. Imagine if he fused with someone who was actually strong.
Yeah.
Jesus. It's fucking Rock Lee versus Gaara. Oh shit,
A small
it's a
gun.
Glock. Oh, two of them! 2 guns!
Oh no.
Is she gonna recognize them? Careful, Lee, you can't use that jutsu. Elena recognize him? Seems like she kinda does. In a manner of speaking. What? Hidden memories. What did they find? Oh, they found the ship? That was the crash site. They had like a previous relationship and he must have lost his memories when he got the power or something. And they were gonna be together, but then nope. She's like separating? What the fuck? She just stopped him.
Okay, now we're gonna see.
This fucking guy.
She used it on him and then she gave him that drink, like on a date or something.
I think he got fucking hurt.
Maybe.
And that's why he lost his memories. That's why she bought this. Then you wished him. Is she separated?
She's still in there.
They're okay, so no damage. I thought there was gonna be like some irreversible thing, but I guess not.
I guess not.
Maybe there'll be like a character change, but it'll be really shitty if there's like literally zero change at all from that, because that seemed like a really hang on one second. That seemed like a really like horrible and fucked up thing to happen to them. They got crushed and torn apart, and then they fused together, and then they just separated again.
Yeah.
It seems like a very serious and drastic thing to have happened for there to be like zero permanent significance.
I know, I thought at least when they were like gonna get separated that they would separate like into their human bodies. Like not in his outfit with her still inside of him, if that makes sense.
Mm-hmm. I thought what was gonna happen was she was going to, because he's the main character, she was going to like sacrifice herself basically. Like they were going to fuse, and then in order for him to return to normal, she would have to give up herself in order for like to use her body matter, herself or whatever, to like restore him to his former self, and she would just have to die so that her personality and her influence wouldn't be changing him. I thought that's what was going to happen, but no, apparently they can just fuse and then turn right back to normal. But that does have interesting implications for the future, like especially future fights. Like what if Shuichi and like Sanbei fused somehow, or some? That's probably not going to happen because it seems like more of a sexual thing, and I don't see Sanbei and Shuichi getting down. But there's a lot of themes of like relationships and sex.
But that I guess if he can do that and become like this crazy like I don't know like fox-like.
It was more like a squirrel. It looked like to me like a double-tailed squirrel. That's what it looked like.
I don't know. It looked like vicious, and she was like a cat before.
Was she a cat or was
like
she a
a
dog
cat
girl?
or a dog?
They were both kind of dogs.
Yeah.
But it reminded me more of a squirrel, but that's just me, I guess.
Yeah, I don't know. It just seemed like very, I don't know, some feral animal. And he was squished, like destroyed.
Like torn in half.
And I'm wondering if maybe, well, I mean, I don't know. I don't know. I hope we'll get an explanation. But they don't know either. So, that's something. Yeah, but this kid has, like, what I think are, like, his dead parents fused together to protect him because he doesn't even, like, do anything. He just, like, is inside their feet. And, like,
and they're like mummies,
him.
right?
Mm-hmm.
They're like mummies, so they are kind of like dead, like resurrected versions of the dead.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe it's just symbolic. Maybe it's not literally them, but it could be them. Who knows? With the fucking coins, it's hard to say. It could literally be his parents, or it could be, like you said, he just wished that he, like, maybe his parents were killed or they died or something, and then he just was feeling lonely, and his deepest desire was for his parents to be able to protect him, or to have that have that connection. So, and that would make sense with that power. But that makes sense what the power is, because the whole time we were thinking, like, I was thinking somebody transformed into it, but I guess in the opening you kind of see somebody, like, at the foot of them. Yeah. This episode was a lot better, not just because of the fight, but because it felt like it was moving forward. It felt... I'm all for setup episodes, but, like, we're not going to go over it again. But it's just last episode was pretty bad because they just sacrificed so much of progressing the story just for cheap gratification. And it's not that sexual content can't be used to further a story. In the comments I cited, we were having a discussion. It was actually a pretty good discussion in the comments, but I cited Game of Thrones, but I will also cite Best Guy Ever's analysis of High School of the Dead. If you want a more direct, like, comparison to ecchi anime, it's all about, like, the subtext of, or I guess not really the subtext, but the real theme of High School of the Dead, the way he describes it. You can watch the video. Basically how gender roles are used in, like, a post-apocalyptic scenario, and how different genders use power imbalance in different ways in this, like, survival scenario. He explains it way better than I can in this, but the reason I'm referencing it is just to say there are ways that shows can use, like, sexual metaphor and sexual content to further the story, and last episode they didn't do that. This episode, it seems like there is sort of that deeper thought about relationships and sexuality and how it relates to, like, achieving something or working towards goals with somebody. But it's not vapid, and it's to progress the story, and it's not just to gratify and titillate the audience. So that's the point we were making last episode. But back to this one, it used it in a way better way. Yeah.
As well, which, like, adds another dynamic of, like, Shuichi last episode teamed up with Furry Girl, and, like, that was, like, their sort of thing, and then this, like, the guy in the suit comes in, and he's just like, "Oh, Claire, he's not your boyfriend, is he?" Trying to be all cool. "You're just my type." And he's kind of like the comedic relief a little bit. Kind of funny. Kind of, like, maybe just for this episode he's gonna be like that, just kind of fooling around with, like, the nice, like, pink background.
I thought it was really funny how, like, not on her radar he was. Like, how just she didn't even consider it at all, or not even didn't even consider it. Didn't even acknowledge it, basically, or was understanding that that's what he was doing, but literally did not engage that behavior basically at all, and just was focused on finding Shuichi. Like I said a couple times in the episode, I found it interesting that she wasn't put off by the other girl entering Shuichi, because it seems it's shown time and again that, like, this whole entering of each other is shown visually, and this is an example of, like, sexual metaphor being used well. It's a metaphor for sexual contact. It's not just entering for, like, flesh mech powers. It's there's like a bond and a quasi-romantic exchange happening here when this happens. That's why Elena got jealous when she found out that Claire was inside. Like, it's and just the way they frame it up and everything, that it just strikes me that Claire wasn't, like, she didn't seem to have that much of a reaction, and
I'm not sure if that's because, like, she's secretly worried, like, on the inside, and doesn't want to throw him under the bus to these new people as, like, her weak spot.
Maybe.
Or if she just genuinely believes that their bond is so strong, like she was saying, he's her other half, they're the same person. She, like, genuinely believes that it's, like, so strong that, like, even this doesn't
actually
matter.
Mean anything.
Yeah.
I think that's plausible. I think that's probably the best guess. Probably that, but if not that, then she probably is a little bit pissed off, but she's waiting till he's okay before she, like, freaks out and tries to kill this bitch. But we'll see.
That's also because she doesn't, like, she's thinking, like, oh, it wouldn't be the same, probably. Like, it wasn't like she had to just stand there and not do anything because she was just fucking Shuichi up whenever he was trying to move.
Mm-hmm.
But Claire could just, like, fly around and do whatever. But she also has no idea about this, like, new, like, fusion technique that they just, like, turn into this crazy thing.
They combine.
Mm-hmm.
We're gonna combine! We're gonna combine? They're gonna combine. They're gonna combine? They're gonna combine. Oh, please, honey.
Very interesting. I'm not quite sure what to make of it, to be honest.
The fusion thing?
Yeah. I'm wondering if it was just because they were under, like, such, like, physical pressure, literally, that, like, they were, like, dying and there was, like, no other option but
or if this
to
is
do that, or if this is, like,
where they can
a
just do
power, like, if this is to do with one of their powers.
Maybe if it would be one of them, it would be Shuichi.
Yeah.
Because they can do it in a sort of way where somebody gets in and pilots him. But this kind of, like, working together is, like, kind of a level above that. Yeah. Or if but the way that I don't think that that's what it is, because the way that Subaru talked about it, he described it, he said, oh, a metamorphosis, as if he'd seen it before, or as if he knows what that is. So it seems like something that people with these powers can do under the right circumstances, whether it's triggered by being close to death, or if it's something that if you do it once, you can learn how to do it, or if you understand how it works, if you can do it under any circumstance.
He said that he was special, or I don't know if the word was special.
I don't know if that was related necessarily to the metamorphosis. Maybe it was. That's why we theorized that maybe that's his real parents and he, like, fused with them in a similar way. But I think that either he's just calling himself special because he's a literal child and he thinks he's better than everyone,
or
there's
he's
some
calling
sort of metamorphosis.
Or he's saying that it's a metamorphosis, but, like, literally it's a metamorphosis in terms of, like, him changing into something else.
Who changing into something else?
Like, Shuichi, he was fighting
Yeah.
Dogman,
Okay.
and then Dogman changed into this new...
So he's saying that Shuichi is special?
Yeah, or just he doesn't know that there... I don't know if he knows that there's two of them inside there. And he's just like, oh, you metamorphosized into this new thing.
Know. I think he did know because he literally tore them apart and probably saw that there was another person in there. If he didn't, then that's really, like...
Weird.
What? You didn't see that there was a literal person inside the suit?
He hasn't seen that before, and he just called it that because he's a kid and learned about caterpillars the other day or something.
Maybe. Otherwise, this I don't think this was, like, a one-time magical thing that, like, if this was the kind of, like, one in a million circumstance that, like, has literally never happened before, I think somebody else would be a little bit more surprised by this, because this is, like, insane. Two people literally fused into one being and became something completely different, where their personalities were starting to intermingle and they could see each other's memories. Yeah. They became a completely new creature and nobody was, like, the wiser. Nobody seemed to see that as significant at all. So that's what leads me to believe that this is a somewhat common thing and that we'll probably see something like it in the future. But then there's all the stuff with Claire's... Or, not Claire, I keep confusing their names. Elena and Shuichi's backstory, their memories from when before Shuichi got the power, he seemed to be holding the, like, 5-hour energy thing with the star on it. And, like...
I can't tell what was going on, because, like, she was, like, I don't know. What? She obviously, she's still the one who got it for him. I'm pretty sure.
He was holding it before.
I know, but she goes to the vending machine, takes out a wish, and instead of drinking it for herself, gives it to him, and they go on some romantic picnic to this, like, crazy spot. You know?
But she was alone there. I don't know.
It
Seemed it was shown. I think you're remembering it out of order because we saw all the flashbacks, and then she was there alone, and she was like depressed.
Well, she would have gone there twice.
Yeah. Okay.
So I remember the first flashback we saw. She said, "Can I use this for someone else?"
Yeah, I would imagine that's the second time.
I guess I was kind of imagining that was the first time, and then she did that to him. And then came back, and now she's like, I can't be with him because he's all fucked up. So I need to do this as well.
I don't know. Wait, so what's your timeline?
Okay, Yeah, I'm talking about him.
Okay, yeah, this is definitely the second time. Okay.
And she's, like, taking it like she's going to do something she's going to regret, because she already knows what it does.
Yeah. So she did use it on Shuichi the first time. Is that what you said?
That's what I said the whole time.
But I feel like you... No, okay, relax. So your timeline was like, they found it together, or she found the coin by herself?
She found a coin.
Okay.
She went to the vending machine.
Okay.
She got the drink to give to him. They went on, like, a date.
Okay.
Where he drank it.
Okay.
Turned into crazy monster boy. She immediately was rushing around, found another coin, was freaking out, went running to this guy again, and was like, I need another wish. Because I need to be with him, but he's like, I fucked him up, basically.
That sounds plausible. That's not what you were saying before, was it?
You can look back, that's exactly what I said before.
Doesn't sound like what you said before.
Literally play it back. That's the exact thing that I said before. You just thought that it wasn't.
This show is tearing us apart, you guys. I don't even know what to say anymore. It's been so long since we even watched the episode. I don't know what to think about this group.
They're like
anymore.
The most useless group of all fucking time.
They have like one fighter and then giant Yeti dude who doesn't apparently. They're just
useless.
They're just pawns of the one chick,
but they're not even good pawns.
They can't even do anything.
Like, they can literally, all they can do is find coins, but the second anyone else tries to, like, get them while they're finding coins, it's game over. I don't even know why they're bothering.
I don't either. I don't get it. And I like how...
Especially since all of them, like, not all of them, but, like, Secret's girl, I mean, I guess she has the most motivation, but she wouldn't really have to do that much because she just looks normal and she could just use that power in her everyday life.
Yeah. I don't see why she needs these people.
Yeah.
I don't know. We'll see. They probably have something to offer. It's just kind of hard to see. But I like how Claire was literally just, like... I was basically I basically had just needed information and I didn't care about any group, whether it was you guys or whatever. I'm out for myself. I don't really give a fuck about any of you. And then he was like, that's so cool. Yeah, I don't know.
I think next episode will hopefully, like, reveal a lot more.
That's going to do it for this episode of Gleipnir, everybody. Hope you enjoyed the reaction. Hope you enjoyed the discussion. And
no spoilers.
No spoilers, please, in the comments.
But I hope my theory's right.
I think you're right. I was so confused. I just didn't understand what was going on. Sorry about that.
It's okay.
Thank you guys for watching. Hope you enjoyed. Hope you enjoyed the discussion and the reaction. Hope you check out our previous Gleipnir reactions and all the other stuff we got on our channel. We're almost at 2K. So close. We were hoping that we would reach it before this episode, so that every episode of Gleipnir we would hit a new milestone. But that's fine.
Subscribe. Help us get there.
Please subscribe. Yeah, it's awesome. We're like we always say, we're loving the support. It's really awesome to see, and we're so close to 2K. This has already way surpassed our expectations. Like, huge. Kaguya video was posted yesterday. Hope you guys check that out if you haven't already. But other than that, we hope you guys enjoy what we have to come. JoJo OP on Friday.
Yeah.
And yeah, and check out the schedule. We're posting schedules on Saturday evenings from now on, after Kaguya. So, see you next time. Bye-bye.